Hey YouTube. Sorry, I've not checked if anything's working yet. I think I'm going to have to edit this anyway, so I might just chop it up, make it a little bit different. So, wee bit of a panda safari. Morning YouTube. I'm off on a safari. I've bought a Big Muff so many times. I've nearly bought Big Muffs and just never. I think I paid a wee bit more than I normally do, but Facebook Marketplace this morning and just thought, it's about time. My plan for swapping my micro metal muff for a normal Big Muff never. That was the last time I actually tried to buy one. But I think it's because there's too many options. Also, I shot my pal, so he's got a germanium one, and it was a bit convoluted as well. So this one is it called a nano? It's a normal pedal size. So I think normal. So a normal size one, 3 knobs on it. Pretty much just plain old Big Muff. So I'm gonna have a wee go at that. As usual with these things, if you buy them kind of at the sort of lower half of what they're kind of worth, sort of thing, I could probably, if I don't like it, punt it on for what I bought it for quite easily, if it comes to it. I just feel it's one of the classic pedals, isn't it? The sort of one that I should like, I think. I know it was more for grunge, and that was when they were really big things, but I think the Rat was kind of the same as well, and that's my favourite pedal. That's really the only pedal I need. Really, I quite like the Rat sound for my two sounds, Rat on and Rat off. That's all I need, I think. Hey, so got myself Big Muff. Yeah, I didn't actually say it in the advert that came in a box and all that. It comes in a box and stuff. So he just happened to live 200 yards away from Bob. So I went in to see Bob. He's actually got a guitar coming in the post. I already mentioned that next week. But I borrowed some stuff off him. Remember the Mel 9? Pal's got the Mellotron Mel 9. Well, Bob's got the other ones. So there's a C9 organ machine, and then that one's synth. I went and looked at it. Was that because I was like, I'll just take one of them away and I'll just give you it back? Because they are awful good. So quite important. That's my evening sorted. Sitting playing with those pedals. I like the synth one, the Mel 9. I do think they've been a little bit, thinking about it, a little bit cheeky making it so many different versions, because I think it's all basically, I think all the pedals are exactly the same. Maybe that's why they're not super expensive. They're quite expensive, but 150 quid second hand. But you know, I'm sitting there looking at it thinking, they're all the same. They've all got 4 knobs and 9 sounds on them, so I'm sitting there going, those sounds are just stored on an SD card or something, aren't they? Or the equivalent of. So you're going to be able to get one. I assume. I don't know anything about them. I saw a thing this morning, JHS pedals, talking. There was somebody complaining about how their pedals were a rip-off or something like that, and Josh was explaining how much they actually cost to make and all that stuff. Yeah, because there is a thing going, you know, you can make a distortion pedal for a £5 and all that, which is sort of kind of can, but not really. Not properly. I was looking at it and it was like, to bits one of the fuzz pedals, the guy in the video. Fuzzies are quite basic things. Josh is he's just running off some of the stuff, you know. It's got an exclusive box it's in, you know, and you have to screen print it and all that. And it was something like $18 it cost, just like fuck the rest of the pedal, just for the case. Yeah, right, well, it kind of explains why they cost 150. But it's difficult. It's what I get. You know, it's like the idea of building a guitar and building it cheap. You think, oh, I could build a guitar. Well, you've been toying with doing that a wee bit just now with that. You know, one of those Telecaster bodies. make a guitar better than the Harley Benton for the same price, and it's like, whether I'm better buying the Harley Benton, taking it to bits and then just build it properly is there, do you know what I mean? I don't think there's really that much option for getting it cheaper, just because like the economies of scale. The reason Harley Bentons are so cheap is because they're making millions of them, and they don't spend any money on the quality control. The problem is there's not any money to be made from buying Harley Benton and making them work, because people will not pay any more money for one that works. I want the Telecaster with the blah blah blah, Wilkinson blah blah blah, maple blah blah blah, stainless steel frets, right? Do you want one that plays? I don't need it to play. Okay. Obviously they don't think that way. The Harley Benton fans are, oh, you just buy 3 and send back the 2 shit ones like that. Yeah. Okay. Play the one that just keep, or buy a couple of them and then send back the one that's send back, keep the best of them, and you're like, no, they should all be good. I am hungry. And I got a Christmas present from Bob. It's fucking great. You'll see it in one of my videos coming up. I got a clock, which, to be honest, I kind of need a clock. It's kind of fault the bits, but it's like a from the 80s Hondo clock. I used to dig out a Hondo. It's a bass that needs, well, does it need J-packs? It possibly does. It needs strings more than anything else. I just remember looking at the strings and going, oh my god, that was years ago. I think they were the same, the strings had gone the same colour of orange that I painted the body. That was a damn good bass though. Still rate that. If you're going to buy a Hondo, there's a couple that are really good. The bass is one of them, the double cut bass is a really good bass. The guitar version of it's a bit heavy and not particular. It's good. Yeah, the Matt Smokey built ones. Just bang my shite at the back of that tractor. So is this actually going to be a video I might actually put out? I might. I do still do all these videos I guess I put them out. I keep blanking the camera and doing other shit. Technically this was a guitar safari. It was only a 2 hour, a 2 mile, or I don't know, maybe a 4 mile round trip or something like that. But it didn't take me all day. In fact, I've got a fucking bass as well. It's like, you can see it. I've got a P-bass in a charity shop in Kirky, 30 quid. The Rookie Rockstars one, which is often very expensive. I remember they had one of the wee Casio keytars, Yamaha keytars. Bill Michael had one. This was red plastic though, so I knew it was worth money. It had $59.99 written on the box from 1987, and I was like, pure, exactly what I showed for that. This is last year or something, and I was like, thinking, that's going to be like, it's a charity shop, that's going to be a 10 or 20 quid, something like that. And the guy's like, 180. Like, what the fuck? Just Jesus, no! Still there, obviously. Because what they've done is they've looked up the, reverb. There's one there for sale for £1,000. The old guitar adage, do that. But we all do that a little bit. I do that when I've just bought a guitar. I don't know anything about you. Oh, it's like, look, I just bought this guitar, blah blah blah. Oh, what's that? Nobody knows what that is. Here's one here, the reverb. I have to find one at 1,600 quid. It's been for sale for 4 years, but then there you go. Yeah, the unrealistic prices. Works the other way as well. So there you go. That was quite a safari. Quite a good afternoon shift actually. muff, two synth pedals to play with, and a clock and a P bass. It's not really everything I need. Still need an amp. I've only bought an amp as well, a lead kind of or two leads, I suppose. I could run just to what I got today. Rockin'. In the video, I do say I'm getting hungry and I still haven't eaten, so my stomach may be a rumbling. Yeah, so got the Big Muff, lovely guy, just lives down the Greens, 200 yards away from my pal Bob's house. Who early Christmas present of that awesome. You can't really see it very well. I need to find somewhere better to put it. It's a ticker though. That might be too annoying. Right, let's just turn it on. This might be quite Dave Gilmour-y. This is just the settings that it's still set at. Whoever last time used it. Quite fuzzy. Really does sound like you put a muff in front of a pillow in front of the speaker. Well, the good thing with doing these live things is I'm not sure if I like Big Muff. This might be the wrong guitar for it though. Sorry, I couldn't be bored setting up the other camera to show you what was. There's only 3 knobs on it: volume, sustain, and tone. I think maybe it's just a case of getting used to that kind of weird. Like, see, whenever you listen to back in the old days, we used to take record tapes of when you were rehearsing or gigs that you were playing. After the first couple of songs, your ears kind of get used to it, and you get used to the fact that you just have to. There's just no high end, and there's no. Was it this? Seems it was a big chunk missing out in the middle. The 12-12-12 sound. So going from clean. That switches shite, I think. Have I got a... I do have a pretty sure switch cleaner will fix it. I noticed that when I turned it on, it kind of seemed to just like bad contact in it. It's kind of roaring up. switch seems to be completely sorted now. Maximum sustain. Let's give the Kraken a blast, because it's a very trebly guitar. That was it. I think it didn't do very well, considering it is actually a Fender Strat. It didn't do very well in the Stratty. What's the Stratiest Strat video? It wasn't the Stratiest Strat. I don't even think. I think it was the third of the third Stratiest Strat of the 3 Strats that I've got. Only 2 of which are actual Strats. Tuner's not in the loop. I'm just going straight to Big Muff into the orange. Yeah, is it going to make that not trebly? It's totally for this guitar, isn't it? Go for the 12 o'clock test. So it's a ridiculously powerful massive super distortion in this one. Wee bit wary of for the everything at 12 o'clock thing. The volume maybe doesn't want to be up at full bound. No, that's it's really working here. Maybe that's why I've never really got on with Big Muff. Maybe I've been using the wrong guitars. I mean, I just used 2 there. I do think that is a slightly odd sounding Strat. I do like it though. But this one, it seems to make perfect sense. It really tames that, let's be honest, slightly over harsh bridge pickup, which I have. I've got 500k pots on it, so it's a bit over bright. That's maybe not. Of course, no reverb. The pedals aren't on. Quite brutal. I think maybe that's just kind of like, maybe just this pedal, maybe this and the Rat as well, are kind of like just because of them grunge happened. Because it's awfully easy to get a really good sound. It's just kind of riffy, Nirvana-y type. It's got a really nice Okay, I'll have to do a proper video on this. This is just before the safari thing. So other things I borrowed. Well, Bob got me that awesome clock. Oh, it looks like the hour hand has actually moved now. It's now saying 3, even though it said maybe it'll catch up. Yes, so I don't know, tried using the car. The Mel 9 pedal, which I really liked. My pal's got one. I had a shot of it. I was messing about with it. There was a few in the range. So Bob had another, 5 of them? Something like that. So one of the ones I've got here is the organ machine, the C9. I'm sure there's a B something, a B9. Well, are they all 9? They're all 9s. Oh, it's because it's got 9 sounds. That's why it's Mellotron 9. Okay, yeah. So there are 9 sounds in each one. So this is a synthesizer machine. OBX Prophet 5 Vibe Synth Mini Mood EHX Mini Solo Synth Mood Bass String Synth Poly 6. That's going to be fun. And this one is the organ machine Tone Wheel Prog. Yeah. Compact Shimmer Lord Purple. Maybe a bit of Badoodly Baby. I've not heard of that. I've not thought of that song forever. Yeah, the other thing, I actually got a bass. And cheers to Andy. My pal Andy sent me a photo of 2 basses and a Les Paul in the window of what looked like it was probably a charity shop. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Did you buy this one? So this is literally not even plugged it in to see if it works. So I can just plug it in and see if it works. Yeah, so Bride. Oh, the Bride tail piece is spelled piece right. Never gonna. Yeah. So I like the. I remember ZZ Top guitars, and you notice it's a P bass, as in project bass, not precision bass. That I liked also. I quite like the colour of it. It's got I'm not sure. So I don't know why I sounded like I was from Fife when I said that there. This body to me looks an awful lot older than what the neck is. I think this is a ZZ Top project bass on something older. I think this, not older. I think this might. The bridge is also quite strange. Could be an upgrade. See, I think this might have been a sort of one of your old Japanese bodies. This is me literally the first time I'd looked about it. I'd forgotten about it. But I basically picked up the shop. It played, and you're like, if it plays, you're like, well, without being set up, the neck doesn't seem to be. I hope there's a truss rod. Yeah, I did notice that the neck doesn't quite fit. I would want to put something down the side. It's kind of the original neck must have been thicker than this, and the neck is made of a strange wood, I think, or it's been painted, or it looks like it's made of bamboo, or someone's done something to it. It looks funny. We'll see how that goes. But if I remember ZZ Top being a brand that's kicking about, and they must have been one of the guitar shops in Glasgow must have sold them, because I've not seen any of them. Or the other possibility is, which is actually happening here, you can see that the logo's kind of been scratched a lot. Maybe it's just dead easy. Maybe there's lots of these, but you can just scratch off the thing that says ZZ Top. Get it? So let's plug it in and see if it works. I suppose I'll just leave that. You can't get electrocuted from plugging these things in. It doesn't have dots on the edge of the fingerboard, so maybe this is a much older. I don't know. And on that, my hands wet on the wheel. Okay, obviously I'm not playing through a bass amp, which I could do quite easily and stuff. Give it a wee go. I want to adjust the action to do the truss rod. So it's missing. So I'm not really sure what this is. That bridge looks a little bit fancy though. It kind of doesn't fit. There's a few things about this weird bass that doesn't fit. Right, obviously nobody's put a decal on it that says ZZ Top. Although it's possible that the ZZ Top is original and someone has put Project Bass on it and handcrafted, possibly, don't know. I forgot to, I noticed in the shop the top tuner needs a couple of screws. It's kind of like that, which is surprising it's still in tune. And the fingerboard, it doesn't have dots on the edge of the fingerboard, which makes me think it's old, which that kind of ties up with it being old, but then it's made of that stuff that the modern Jacksons are made out of, I think. It's a strange wood, it's not rosewood, or it's a funny type of rosewood. The body is obviously the input jacks. Right. Worth 30 quid. I've had a tenner's worth of fun out of it already. Just need to bring the action down. Strings are ancient, but they're complete. We get the red bits on them, so they're probably rotor sounds. It will probably shine up quite well. Do you know what I mean? It's got that exact. It looks very much like those old Woolworthsy type, that era. Sort of. Maybe they did keep doing them in the 80s. Maybe the ZZ Top ones that I was seeing, I remember seeing in guitar shops, was they were used, or maybe 10-year-old or something like that. I don't really remember them. I think we're not just playing the cheap Strats. It was either them or Jim Deacons or then Westfields, that kind of thing. I think I'm just too easily pleased. This would be that the fictional jam is like, up here, I do have a bass, you want to play the bass, it's like, up here, and this was it. It'd be like, alright, could be worse. You know what I mean? Like, as it is, and I've literally done, in fact, I didn't even tune it. I literally put it in the car, forgot about it, mentioned it in the video, came in, sat at the hall, forgot about it until right there, and I went, that's right, there's a bass as well. Who's addicted to these things? I think this thing would be fantastic. This would be a good, well, you can really use a ZZ Top as a Sabbath bass. Well, kind of looks a bit more like Geezer Butler's put a back scratch plate on it. I think Jen would probably swap a black for a white one. Anyway, because black ones are much harder to paint. I think she bought some of each colour. Frets are popping out a wee bit. Rock on! Did I make this a two-parter, or did I just put the two of them out? How long is this? 20 minutes? 20 minutes. It is 4:30. Maybe a wee bit late, but we'll try and put it all in one go. Catch you later.